Hi there, welcome to another PlayStation 4 collection video. This week I thought I'd start with some Final Fantasy games, a series which I've always enjoyed, especially Final Fantasy X, which I played originally on the PS2 and loved it. So it was great to see this remastered collection for 10 and 10.2 come out, which I picked up. I kind of miss, I think, the quirkiness of the ensemble in Final Fantasy games. You don't see that as much in recent years. So games like Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy VII, I really love the interplay of the characters and certainly the difference in character designs that really makes the characters pop. So I was pleased to see Final Fantasy VII Remake announced, and certainly had to pick that up when it was released. Really love this. Really looking forward to seeing, or playing rather, Rebirth eventually. Actually, the original Final Fantasy VII was one of the first games I picked up on the PS1 back in the day. I can remember going into a shop to buy the PS1 actually, I think it was the first thing I ever bought on a credit card. And going into a shop and handing over a slice of plastic and being given a PlayStation felt a little bit like alchemy, but that's probably showing my age. Time has moved on since then. Fallout 4. Now, I don't think I enjoyed Fallout 4 as much as I enjoyed Fallout 3. Although it's still a great game, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Bethesda do with Fallout 5 when it comes out eventually on Game Pass, I would imagine. No doubt that'll be great too. But Fallout 4 is another great game, of course. This game here was a little bit of a spur of the moment thing for me. As a collector, starting out as a collector, I saw this and thought, well, it's going quite cheap at the time. It's a day one edition. I thought I'd pick it up. But it's a beat 'em up containing characters from lots of different franchises like Persona and Under Night in Birth. I've not yet played it, but I'm pleased to have it in the collection just because it's something which is quite quirky as a beat 'em up, and certainly well animated as well from the videos I've seen. No Man's Sky is a game, I think, once I do get around to playing it, another one I've not played, unfortunately, but when I do get around to playing it, I think it's going to absorb me fully because of the amount of content, the sheer amount of content that's been released for it, and how it's been supported post-launch is mind-boggling if you look it up. And the game has expanded quite considerably since those first few months. Guacamelee, the 1-2 Punch collection, is a great game to have. Certainly as a person that loves indie games, these are pretty stunning in terms of their art style, and pretty original in terms of the themes and the presentation of the games themselves. But it's great to have them both here in this one collection. I just wish this label had come off, but maybe I'll get it off at some point with something or other. Deus Ex. I remember playing the original Deus Ex on the PC, I believe, back in the day, and being blown away by it. So I played this version, Mankind Divided, originally on PS Plus when it was on PS Plus, and got similar vibes to that original playthrough on the first game back in the day. So when this was very cheap, I decided to pick that up as well. The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. I don't know what it is about this game. Undeniably, it's great, but it's not something I've so far been able to get into. I think maybe it's the controls. I remember trying to play this, I think after trying to play Dark Souls 2 the second time, and I think maybe the control difference was putting me off. I think maybe I need to give it more time, but I will go back to that at some stage because I'm just keen to find out what all the fuss is about, really. Celeste, talking about fuss, this is a well-respected game. I got this for the collection, but as an indie game, it's one of the titles that gets spoken about a lot and receives a lot of attention. Appears to be quite original in its concept, and in terms of the critical reviews it's had, it was something that really drew my attention to it, and I thought I really would want to add that to the collection, so I did. Surf World series. Now, you don't often see a surfing game. They're so rare. So when I saw this and it's so cheap second-hand, I thought, well, why not? And the gameplay's pretty good for a surfing game. You know, as I say, they're few and far between. What have you got to compare it to, really? But as a genre and in the extreme sports kind of category, I mean, why not? They're so rare. As I say, surfing games are so rare. Katamari, We Love Katamari Reroll Royal Revelry. Now, this is a Japanese import. I still have We Love Katamari on PlayStation 2, which is great. I no longer have the box, unfortunately, because I didn't look after my games as much when I was younger, but it's great to have this. I love the positivity of this game and the vibe it gives. It's certainly a game to cheer you up, and one great one to add to the collection. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Now, the Turtles kind of passed me by. I think I was a little bit too old for them at the time when they kind of landed here in the UK, but the arcade game was just amazing. I can remember playing that when I was a student as well. And even then I think it might have been a little bit old, but still, it was an amazing game. And to see this announced and to see the gameplay of this game, it really brought back those nostalgic vibes. So as soon as this was announced, I had to pre-order it and add it to the collection. So pleased to have this. I think there's a keyring in there somewhere as well, I'm not too sure. Atelier Riser 2. Now, when I bought this, prior to seeing it, I had never heard of an Atelier game in all my years gaming, and had no idea there was this sort of rich back catalogue of Atelier games which had sort of passed me by. So I picked this up thinking I'll add it to the collection. I know that the Atelier games are in themselves games that people collect. Haven't played this. I don't know if I'll ever buy another Atelier game, but I mean I may if I play it and I like it, but wanted to add one to the collection. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of the Elusive Age. Now, what is there to say about Dragon Quest other than it's a phenomena in its own right in Japan? If you love the kind of Dragon Ball Z art style, you'll love Dragon Quest. If you love JRPGs, you'll love Dragon Quest. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's, as I said, it's a phenomenon in itself, and certainly one that if you like RPGs of any sort, it's one to pick up. One Piece. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 to be precise. I have a real soft spot for One Piece, and my son loves it. Luffy is the most positive two-dimensional character I think I've ever seen on film. It's just really refreshing to see the character and the characterisation of those One Piece characters on screen and see Luffy so positive. It's a great influence, I think. And Spider-Man. I played the original Spider-Man game on PS4 and loved it, completed it digitally, so I thought I'd pick this up as well. So yeah, what can I say? It's Miles Morales, but it doesn't get much better than that. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to leave a subscribe and a like, and take care, and I'll see you again soon.